Welcome to the chair.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Chair. I'm so grateful that God is in the process, that He's allowing me to even sit down and be able to speak on things, reveal things, and just open up and share my journey with you guys. So with that being said, today's video is going to be awesome. Of course, as I told you guys before, this YouTube channel is to open up some things, to reveal some things, to let out some things, and to receive some things. And things that we want to receive on this channel is healing and deliverance. So with that being said, we're going to get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the whole process. I hope you guys enjoy, the content that I'm putting out, because it's not just for me, it's for you guys as well, to just open up, to be free, to be healed, to be delivered in this season. That's what we need. That's what we're crying out for. Just don't know how to get the help. So with that being said, we're just going to get into the video. So today's video is going to be about, of course, me. Until I decide to bring someone along and let them open up about their truth, which will be soon. So make sure you guys turn your notification bells on. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you comment down below, like the video, share it, because a lot of people will be needing these videos, a lot of women especially. That's the real reason of the whole, content being put out, because a lot of women need to be free too. But as I said in my other videos, it's not just women that need to be free, it's men as well. So again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think of the content that I'm putting out. And let's get into the video, as I said before. So, today we're just going to talk about a hard time that I went through. Honestly, it was the worst time. And in my last video, as you guys heard, I was talking about a situation that I went through as a child. Honestly, y'all, this situation right here, to me, because with the situation of what I just, make sure you guys go look at the other two videos or the other video to see what I'm speaking on or what I'm talking about. But in that moment didn't compare to this moment. It was worse, but this right here was reality for me, because at this time I'm grown. At this time, this was something that literally could follow me in every aspect of wanting to do better, needing better, just having and being able to have, being able to go out and get. So this to me was something that was, it's embarrassing. It's shameful, honestly, because I know who I am. I know who I was. I'm sorry. I know who I was. So, like, during the process, oh, God, y'all, I hated it. I hated this process. I hated this moment. I hated this season in my life. Nothing wrong with, telling your brother, your sister, like, try to figure it out. If you feel like it's too toxic or you feel like stuff's not working, then have a conversation with this person and let them know, like, this is not, what it is. But instead, don't go saying all this negative stuff, getting, like, rowdy about whatever. I don't know. But, so anybody that knows me, of course, knows that even back then, like, I was always to myself. I was always quiet. I was always, like, minimum of friends. Allow the enemy to come in my space and shake some stuff up and cause me to do and go in places where I didn't belong. So, like, that was hard. It was embarrassing. It was hurtful. It was degrading. It was shameful. It was all of that. All of that and above, etc. It was terrible for me. So, man, like, I can't even laugh at it to this day, because it's literally, I don't, like, ooh, it's bad. So, I went inside of the jailhouse, y'all. Not inside, like, jail cell. I only went in to get my fingerprints done and to get my mug shot. And then it was like at almost 10:40 something at night. So at that time, I had to wait until 12:01 until somebody can come pick me up and I can go. So I sat in the, like, receptionist place. I don't know nothing about no jailhouse, y'all. the call center or whatever, where they push you at to make the calls. And I called my mom, and I called him, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, who coming to get me? So it was like, I was in there for like 2 hours. I feel like an OG, nah, y'all, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was a hard time for me, because I felt like I was pressured into it. Like, how can I allow somebody to force me into this place? Like, it was so bad. But yeah, I was literally forced there. I feel like I was. It was, like, I feel like I had to defend myself. So the situation, I don't have to get too deep into details, but I ended up having an altercation with the person, and so they ended up coming where I was and telling me to do certain things and telling me to come get my clothes and all this crazy stuff, and they threatened to touch my clothes. So anybody that knows me knows that when it comes down to clothes, when it comes down to shoes, like, it's, even though it's small materialistic things, I work for what I have. Like, I work for what I have, period. So when it comes down to anything of mine, I take it to the point where this is something that I earned. This was something that I had to work for. This was something that didn't just magically appear in my drawers or in my my room or my closet. Like, no, I had to work for these things. So I was threatened, and honestly, it hurts me the most, because it's like there was only words. Why did I have to react? My thing was, I told the person, I said, well, okay, if you touch my things, I'm gonna touch you. Y'all pray for me. Y'all gotta pray for me. But I had to be real. Like, if you touch my things, the things that I work for, the things that nobody just gave me, I worked for these. If you touch my things, I ain't work for these, for clothes, no. But I work. I got my money. I bought these clothes. Nobody else bought me no clothes. So I felt like, if you touch my personal stuff that you did not pay for, then I'm gonna touch you. You touch my stuff, you may not touch me, but you may touch something that I bought. So at that point, I was over it, y'all. Y'all don't understand. And it was so much that led me to this point. It wasn't just the words. I said it was the words, but it wasn't just the words. It was years and years and years. Just years of it. So I guess at that point, I was just like, bro, it's whatever. Like, if she touched my stuff, this gonna give me a reason to do what I wanted to do, because I'm sick of it. So, and I'm just being real. And I don't have nothing against her. But like I say, this is a testimony for me. This is something that I have had to deal with. And now today, I want to testify just to thank God, because it could have been worse. So, I told her, I was like, if you touch my stuff, I'm going to touch you. And, she was stating that, okay, well, we going to see. So I was like, okay. So our house was right across the street. She walked across the street. I walked behind her. I did not touch her. I just walked behind her. So at the time, I was like, okay, I know I'm going to have to fight. Period. I know I'm going to have to fight, because she seemed determined to go in this house and touch my stuff. So at this point, I know I have to fight. So I went inside, and I was just letting the person that was in there know that, listen, I'm telling you now that I've shared with her, I've told her, if she touched my stuff, I am going to touch her. Lord, y'all know, again, I am not a fighter. Only if I have to be. Like, only if you push me to that point. Again, it was so much pressure. It was so much stuff built up in me concerning this person, because of so much that happened throughout the years. Like, just stay out of people's relationships. Stay out of certain things. This has nothing to do with you. So that's how I felt. So it was so much built up. And again, I regret it all, because at this point, as I look back, I guess because I'm mature. At that time, y'all, I think I was like 22, 23, I don't know. But, thank God for deliverance. Thank God for maturity. Like, So I just felt, I told the person, I said, listen, I already told her, if she touched my stuff, I am going to touch her. So I'm like, oh God, I'm going to have to fight. Lord, please be with me. I haven't fought in years. I don't want to hurt this lady. I don't want to do nothing, because I know when I get to that point, it's not pretty. So I was praying, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I was praying. It was so crazy. I was praying. I was just like, Lord, please be with me. I don't want to fight. Like, I don't want this. I don't even want this to happen. I don't even know what's the animosity about. Like, it was so many questions that I was praying and talking to God about while walking behind her. Like, okay, you know, Lord, at this point, I don't know what else to do. So, she was just saying, you know, yeah, you finna get your stuff out of here and certain blah, 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 all this type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I could have done better, y'all. I'm human. I make mistakes. But honestly, I had to do what I had to do at that point because I seen that she was determined. Again, she was determined to go touch my stuff. So before I even knew it, she was walking in the hallway about to go towards the room where my stuff was. And before I knew it, like, you know, I had to react. So come get your things. Like, and I'm telling her, like, I'm not with you. Man, you are not together. So if the person want me to get out, the person that I'm with, I need to hear that from him. Like, until then, there's nothing I need to be talking to you about. I'm just like, But how y'all gonna erase me, though? Like, I'm right here minding my business with my friend and not caring about nothing, not worrying about nothing. I get a knock at the door, somebody telling me, asking for me, telling me to come outside. How are y'all gonna arrest me when I was provoked? Like, I'm not understanding. So, of course, like, I was so hurt because it's like, how did I get to this point? How did I allow somebody to pull me out of character where I reacted in this point, in this state? Again, it was so much built in. So, it's like the anger had built up. And I'm sorry, that's what it was. So, you know, like, it happened. And I'm just like, wow. Like, wow. I can't believe this. I allowed this to happen. Like, there were so many times I could have literally just, I think about it sometimes. So I literally could have just walked back in the house. And at the time, I feel like I should have just waited to see my things moved out the room. Which, no, that was, scratch that. Because I still would have reacted in the way that I reacted. I just hate the simple fact that I moved in that sense. Again, because that's just not who I am. But I just, you know, I hated it. I hated the fact that I had to put my hands on somebody. I hated the simple fact that it led all the way to that point when it literally could have been him coming to me, communicating with me, people staying out of it that had nothing to do with it. Like, it was so many things that was running through my mind. Now, again, I've been in trouble, been in fights in high school, but to know that I'm in this kind of trouble, like, I was so lost, I was so hurt. It was just so embarrassing. I'm just like, how? Like, why? I always ask God, like, why, Lord? Why? Like, it was crazy. So, she was like, yeah, so with this amount of assault, you may not be in here as long. Or whatever case. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even remember the process, y'all. I was so dehydrated, crying so much, so hurt. My mind was just, at that point, I was numb. I was numb to it all. And I was just like, okay, so where do I stand to take the picture? So I'm just there. And I'm just, you know, like, bro, this is, oh my God, so hurtful. Took the picture, and she was like, oh, well, since it's 10 something, you got a couple hours to sit here, and you call who you call, and once you figure it out, see who coming to get you. No bail, y'all. It was just, I just had to go there, take my fingerprints in a mugshot, and that was it. So I was so scared, cause I'm just like, this is not for me. Like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not, no. Like, I'm like, no. I'm like, Lord, no, you cannot set me up here. Mind you, I was not in church then. I was not in ministry. I was not in God like that. I wouldn't say I wasn't in God. I just didn't know God like that. Like, I didn't know how sovereign and forgiving and merciful and graceful he was at the time. So, I just knew how to talk to God. That's all. And I was just like, Lord, this can't be what you set up for me. Like, it cannot be my future. It can't be that I'm going to be locked up for some months, for some days, weeks, whatever. Like, even for some minutes, I just did not. I was so scared. I was like, because I don't know nothing about jail. All I know is what I see on TV, and it ain't cute. So, I was so scared. I'm just like, this is not for me. Like, how did I get here? So, the lady was like, okay, make the calls. I made the calls. At this point, y'all, I don't even remember who came to pick me up. I don't know, was it my best friend at the time, or was it my mom? I don't know. I think it was my best friend at the time. Yes, she did. And it was so long. That was the longest night of my life. No sleep. I tried to sleep. I was just so drained. I was so embarrassed, so hurt. And it was a tough time for me. So my main thing was, now that I'm out, like, how am I gonna get a job? How is people gonna see me? Like, how? I don't went to jail for something that somebody could have stayed out of, something that I could have prevented, walked away from. And I have a background. Like, that was my main thing. Like, how did I get to this point? How did I get to this place? Like, so many questions. And it was just a tough time. So the years went by, and I'm just like, okay, eventually I need a job. I done did all these job applications. I got this background. These people is not gonna hire me. Like, I'm not gonna have the job that I want, I desire at this point, because I've allowed somebody to take me to a place where now this has followed me. This is following me. This is stopping me from getting a job. Like, this is not cute. So it hurted me so bad throughout the years, because I'm like, I'm doing all these job applications and none of them is reaching out to me for interviews. So, it was a tough time for me. And I was working at this one place, and I thank God for him, because he was like, okay, you can work here, or whatever the case may be, which was okay. I liked it, I loved it, and y'all know I'm scary. I was working at a funeral home at the time, and I enjoyed it because it was like office work that I had to do. It was nice. So at the time, it wasn't, it wasn't something that I knew that God was just like, this is where I want you to be. At that season it was. But I knew I wasn't going to be there long, because I'm just like, I need more. Like, this not enough. Like, I need more, because I know the type of person I am. I like certain things, and I like my own things, and I like to eat, so I wasn't going to just settle on that. So, but I was okay. I was humble. I humbled myself to know, like, it's okay. Like, this is just for a season. So I ended up getting into ministry. I ended up finding God. I ended up, just receiving God and loving Him, and just pouring everything out to Him and leaving everything at His feet. Once I did that, I ended up going to church one day, and I heard my aunt testify about this job she got. And I'm like, okay. In social working, and I was just like, but I got a background. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work for me. And she was saying, you had to have an associate's, a bachelor's degree, or some type of degree. I don't know. So a couple things that she was calling out, I was like, no, I'm not qualified for it. I don't have it. I have the basics. I have the diploma. I have, the basics, but I don't even have experience, because my first job was at a chicken place. So it's like, the experience that they're saying that you had to have, I'm like, well, I do work with kids at the church. I've always been a caregiver when it came down to kids, like, all these years, all my years. So, but other than that, I've never worked at a job with kids. So I was like, I'm not qualified for this. So I was like, nah, okay, well, thank God. Like, I was so glad, because at this point, she was jobless. And I was so glad, because now to see her so, happy and so pumped up, because now she can make the money how she want to make it. Like, at that moment, I was like, listen, let me stop thinking about this and just be here, like, for her, to apply her and stuff like this, root for her and all this type of stuff, because that was a good moment. It was a happy moment. So I just wanted to show her, like, yes, like, this is, God has moved, like, on your behalf. So I went home, and I prayed about it, and I was just like, I don't know, like, I'm just hurt, because I'm just like, I messed up. I done messed up my whole life. Y'all, I'm just sitting, I'm crying, I'm like, I done messed up my whole life. There's nothing I can do. There's no way I can work other than to a funeral home. Like, so I was at work, and I was doing, I don't know, was I doing a death certificate? Sending it off to Tallahassee. I was doing something. I can't remember. But I was doing something on the computer. And I was just like, okay. So I turned on the gospel, my worship music, and I was just sitting there, and I just had to stop. And something just, the Holy Spirit was just like, thank God. Like, just thank Him, even for, at the time, for the job. Like, thank Him for the people that He's getting ready to connect you with. So I'm just thanking God. And the Holy Spirit was like, fill it out. So at that point, I always, the type of person I am, I always go back to the last thing that was on my mind. And then I remember, okay, this is what the Holy Spirit was talking about. So I was thinking about the credentials and thinking about the application, and I was just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it alone. And the Holy Spirit was just like, fill it out. So I filled out the application. I called my aunt to try to get some certain information on how her process went, what she had to do. Yeah, I tell y'all no lie. I filled this application out, in the same day these people reached out to me and was saying, she was asking me questions. Did I have my birth certificate? Did I have, like two sources of ID? Did I have a resume? Which I submitted my resume, but she wanted me to bring in a copy. Did I have any experience? Did I have any type of licenses or certificates? And just a whole lot of things she was asking me. She was like, tomorrow, if you're not doing anything, can you bring me all the paperwork? And I'm gonna send you the application along with this booklet that you would have to read and fill out. And you bring all of that tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Again, y'all, walking with doubt. I'm just like, I'm gonna bring this. She gonna see that I got a background, and I'm not gonna get hired. So I went. I took it. Took everything. Sat down with her, and of course I had to be honest. So she was like, okay, ask me the questions. I answered the questions, and she was like, have you ever been to jail? What have you been for? And I was like, oh my God. Y'all, my heart was thumping so fast. I was like, this is the moment. Why she had to ask this question? But I had to be honest. I wasn't going to lie, because I felt like eventually she was going to find out anyway. So I was like, yes, I have. And I sat down and I shared with her what got me to that point. Like, and she was like, wow. She was like, but you know what? And she ended up going through my paperwork again. She was like, the thing that you just shared with me, I don't see that in you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a try. So my thing is, I needed two more things to bring to her. I don't know what type of form. Two reference letters. I had to go out and have somebody to write and sign and stuff, and I had to bring it back. So she was like, what I'm gonna do is, when you bring me your reference letter, I'm gonna give you your date on when you start your orientation. I just don't know. When I heard that, I was like, oh my God, like, this is a job where you need a bachelor's, you need some type of credentials that I was not qualified for. I did not have no type of experience in being a social worker, in working with kids in a working environment at all, especially kids that's dealing with bipolar issues, that's schizophrenic, that's dealing with all these things. I had no experience. Do y'all hear me? No experience. I was not qualified for this job. I was not qualified at all. I wasn't. There was no way that I was supposed to get this job. And a lot of people that I spoke to, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I spoke to the people that was in my orientation, and it was like, they ended up going to jail, like, but it was years and years and years ago. So they got cleared from it. But mine was so fresh, y'all. That was just in 13 or 14. Here we are in 2016, and I'm going to try to get a job. Like, that was still fresh. It was still fresh. So it was like, they was like, huh? And I was so embarrassed to share, like, this is it. But for some reason, I felt like I needed to see what was up. Like, how did I get hired? Like, how? And at that moment, I knew that God was really moving. Like, He was moving on my behalf in so many ways to let me know that I am God. I can do all things. I can do anything. Don't ever put me in a box and make me feel like there's something that I cannot do. So, like, I was just like, how? Like, my two questions, y'all, is how and why. Used to be my questions. How and why. I used to always ask God, how? Like, how did I get here? Why did I get here? Like, why me? Those was my biggest questions. And I learned in that moment to stop questioning God. It's okay to be like, okay, God, like, certain questions. But it was just something about why, like, he was just like, why did you keep asking? Like, can you just receive it? Are we going to live in this moment to know that I allowed something that was something that you could not move on your own, but I did it? Are you going to receive it? So it's like, I just wanted to encourage somebody or encourage anybody that feel like they're not qualified to do certain things because of a past experience, because of something that happened in their past, whether it was jail, whether it was molestation, whether it was rape, anything that can cause trauma to you or anything that could prevent you from getting certain things. Trust God. Listen, God is limitless. He can do all things. He can move mountains. He can, listen, God can do all things, y'all. Even when we feel like we're not qualified to man, we're qualified in God. He can allow man to see, like, this is mine. I got her. So even though she's been through this, even though she went to jail, she was provoked, she was pushed to a place where she had to defend herself, or, to a place where she reacted. But I want you to know this is not who she is. Yes, I did have a minor assault. Yes, I did. But let me tell you, as a matter of fact, it's still on my background. It's still there. But that's my testimony. And I felt so embarrassed about it. And I still, at this point, it is what it is. Because guess what? God showed me that this won't hold you down. This was a moment where you was going through some things. This was a moment where I was trying to get your attention, but you would not listen to me. You would not hear me out. You would not give me a try. So this happened. This was a season where you had to go through. I was tugging on you in that season. But you missed it. Because you were so in love. You were so connected to this dude or to this guy, which was an amazing person. There was nothing too wrong about him. But you were so connected to this person. You loved him more than you loved me. When I wanted your attention the whole time. I wanted you to show me how that love was. I wanted to feel that love from you. So I had to start some stuff up. That had to happen. Again, things we feel like when we get into places and things happen, that God is this hateful God, that God, how can you cause some things to happen? But if God don't cause these things to happen, y'all, we would never get to know God. We would never try to get to love God. We would never try to even receive the love that God is trying to pour in us. So it had to happen. And God was saying, in that season, I was tugging on you. But you were so connected in strongholds. You were so tied down in love to the point where you missed me. So I had to do it. But because now I have your attention, because now I see that you love me, that you no longer put man before me, you no longer put people, friends, family before me, now I can show you who I am. I can show you the miracles and the screams that I can pull for you. I can show you this. I can show you how you feel like you're not qualified, but the type of God that you serve can qualify you in surroundings and environments where these people saying that you're not qualified, you're not worthy, you're not worth it. You can't be accepted. You can't be approved. I can do this for you. So I want to encourage anybody that when it comes down to certain things that you have encountered in your past, give God a try so he can show you that the people and man that's telling you you're not qualified, he can show you that you're more than qualified. Again, I still have this on my background. Never went, which I am going to do, but it's still a testimony for me. I felt like in this moment, now I can do it. Now I can go and get my background clean up. I can go and get my background clean. I can. This is the time that now I have released it. Devil, this is no longer embarrassing. This is no longer shameful. This is me. This is my life. This is what happened. If that moment would have never happened, I wouldn't have been where I am today. Even in that moment, I've got Even from that day forward of me getting a job that I wasn't qualified for in that moment because of something that I encountered, something that I got into, from that day of me loving God, believing in God, and letting Him in to know what type of God that I serve, from that day forward, every job that I got was up, 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 up. Like, there was no job that I fell back on because of my background. I went up from there. High pay. Like, each job I go higher pay. Like, how can I be qualified? A person that has, and I'm not saying, because I know it's people out there that with way worse background. But stop thinking that our God is limited. He can do all things. He can do all things. Like, stop letting people tell you that you're not qualified. Go and apply for that job. You don't know. First off, repent and ask God for forgiveness, as I always say, and talk to God. Let Him in. Let Him know what's going on. And like I say, even though He knows all things, God still wants us to open up. He still wants our hearts to be softened. So, just because men may make you feel like you're not qualified, listen, you are qualified. You are more than enough. You're not your past. Yes, your past happened, but it made you, it shaped you, it molded you into who you are today. Accept it. We are no longer walking into the shamefulness of our past. Yes, it happened. Okay, yes, you know I can fight when I'm provoked. Yes, you know I can defend myself. Am I happy with what I did? No, I'm not. Still not. Am I going to sit in that of me not being happy? Am I going to sit in pity? Am I going to sit in hurt? No, I'm not. It happened. I can't change it. But I know God. I know He's listen, I know God. And He can move mountains. He can do anything. He is not powerless. He's not limited. He can do all things. So anybody that's feeling like they cannot get by because of something that happened in their past, a case, a charge, have faith. God said, the Bible said, if we would have faith as small as a mustard seed, that's all we need. Do you know how small a mustard seed is? And you telling me I gotta have that type of faith? I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for, coming along, for watching the other videos. Make sure you guys go check out my other video. It's going to be, again, a lot of great content, and I'm super excited in this season about what God is doing. And again, if you have any questions, if you have any topics or any things that you would want me to speak on, comment down below. As a matter of fact, even if women, men, whoever, if you guys have stories that you may want to come on and sit down and reveal, or you may want to receive your healing and your deliverance, email me.
Hey, wait. Before you leave, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment down below on how you feel that the video went. You can comment topics that you may need help on, that you may want me to speak on. Just make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys turn on your notification bells so you can be notified on when the next video will be posted. Again, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.